好，咁呢個 tutorial 咧就會講下原來 After Effects 咧除咗 set keyframes 之外咧，都有一個工具咧叫做 Puppet Tool。咁咧佢係可以幫我哋做一啲可能 subtle 少少、輕微少少嘅 animation。即係譬如好似你而家見到我而家呢一隻貓咁樣啦，一啲比較細微啲嘅動作，同埋咧佢個特點係佢係可以喺個圖畫嗰度咧，你係可以 set 一啲 key points 落去，跟然後咧佢可以將呢個圖形咧變咗做一個好似類似木偶嘅方法嚟去整喐佢，所以咧呢個工具咧叫做 Puppet Pin Tool。OK， 佢係可以令到一個平面好似變咗個木偶咁樣嘅。咁我哋今次呢個 tutorial 咧就試下用呢一個 Puppet Pin Tool 點樣可以做 animation。OK， 嗱咁其實咧 for 呢一個 exercise 咧，我當然我會預備咗一隻貓嘅圖啦。咁其實咧另外咧我仲預備咗兩個圖畫嘅，係一啲你自己可以攞去試嘅。一個係其實都係一啲圖畫，一啲木偶嘅圖畫，咁你可以之後用個 Puppet Pin Tool 嚟篤落去，咁你可以試下整喐呢啲有呢個人啦，同埋有呢個公仔。嗱咁其實咧呢一隻貓呢一個咧，其實咧我係喺Photoshop 呢度。咁其實咧 Photoshop 入邊之前咪講過嗰個 Custom Shape Tool 嘅。咁其實咧喺呢度咧有啲動物，咁大家可以用嘅。咁但係我就已經預備咗呢一個貓嘅圖畫，咁import 入去 After Effects 入邊，試下用呢一個 Puppet Pin Tool 嚟整喐佢嘅。OK， 咁我其實已經 import 咗落去呢個After Effects 入邊㗎啦。OK， 咁我哋再嚟多次啦。我哋開一個新嘅 composition 先。咁我哋呢個叫做 Puppet Pin 啦。咁preset 都係 HDTV 1080/25，闊係1920，高1080，frame rate 25，pixel aspect ratio square pixels，duration 我哋 set 佢10秒啦 ，background color 白色 ，OK。好，咁咧，然後嗱，因為我哋之前已經 import 咗，咁記住咧係淨係 import 嗰個貓嗰個 layer， 就唔好成個圖，因為我係淨係要個貓嗰個形狀嘅。OK， 咁我就 drag 佢落去我哋啱啱新開嘅 composition 入邊。OK， 得唔得 ？import 到呢一隻貓落去你嘅 composition 嗰度咧？我放大翻少少先。OK 嗱，咁如果你 import 咗隻貓落去呢一個 composition 之後咧，咁其實咧你喺上邊呢一條 toolbar 上面咧，最尾呢度咧，你會見到一個叫做 Puppet Pin Tool 嘅物體。OK， 咁你一 click 咧，藍色就會 highlight 咗噶啦。OK。咁其實咧，跟住咧，你只需要喺隻貓上邊一啲較位啦，即係譬如個頭呢度啦，跟住可能個身又點一點啦，手呢度有2點啦，條尾呢度都可以整2點嘅。咁其實咧，當你 set 咗呢一啲 Puppet Pin 咧，其實咧你就咁 click 落去咧，你其實已經可以見到，已經可以叫做少少整喐佢啦。嗱，你見到咧，當你 apply 咗呢一啲 Puppet Pin 之後咧，你會見到咧，你個圖形上面咧多咗一啲 wireframe。咁其實咧呢啲 wireframe 咧就係 After Effects 可以將呢個圖案咧切割成為好多細份。咁然後咧，當我哋喐呢一啲你之前篤咗落去嘅 Puppet Pin 咧，佢就會好似一個網咁樣咧嚟 distort 你嗰個圖畫，咁從而好似將個圖畫變咗做一個木偶咁樣整喐佢。OK 嗱，咁當你喺呢個隻貓上面篤咗啲puppet pin 之後咧，咁我哋可以點樣 set 翻啲 keyframes 嚟記錄翻佢咧？嗱，我哋唔使逐個 keyframes 咁樣喐嘅。嗱，當然你可以逐個 keyframes 咁喐啦，但係我今次咧教大家用一個真係好似木偶咁樣，真係要用個 mouse 嚟，真係要喐嗰個 key points 嘅。咁喺邊度可以做呢樣嘢咧？咁其實咧，你 expand 翻呢個貓嘅 layer， 咁你去 effects 呢度啦，咁你見到會有 puppet， 咁你再 expand， 咁你會見到有呢個 mesh，OK， 咁你再 expand 呢個，咁 mesh 入邊咧，你會見到有呢個 deform 啦，咁其實咧，你入邊咧就會見到晒你之前呢度 set 嘅所有 puppet pin 咧，其實你都會你一 click 咧就見到係邊一個 puppet pin highlight 咗咁樣，得唔得？好，咁我哋要做一個步驟啦，而家好簡單啫。嗱，如果用 Mac 嘅咧，就係撳住呢個 Command 掣；如果係 PC 嘅咧，就應該係撳住嗰個 Windows 掣。咁一撳，你喺是但一個 puppet pin 嗰點上邊咧撳呢個一係就係 Command 啦，一係咧就係個 Windows 掣。咁你個 cursor 咧，你就會見到佢變咗個秒標啊！見唔見得？嗱，當你而家係個 cursor 變咗嗰個秒標啦，咁然後咧，其實咧，當你一 click 嘅時候咧，佢就會 After Effects 咧就會 real time 咁樣記錄你個 movement。嗱，我試一次俾大家睇下啦。嗱，當我而家個 mouse 個 cursor 啦，咁我而家係 on 咗呢個 stopwatch mode。咁我一 click 咧，咁其實我就可以即時喐個 mouse， 咁佢就會 real time 咁樣記錄咗呢個 puppet pin 嘅 movement。OK， 咁然後咧，你見到佢已經直接 record 咗啲 keyframes 喺度。咁我其實一 play 咧，就可以睇翻我哋頭先 mouse 嗰個 movement。咁就真係好似你有個木偶公仔，跟住然後你真係用隻手去整喐佢咁樣。O 唔 OK？ 嗱，咁大家試一試先。咁然後咧，我喺你哋而家試嘅時候咧，我就可以整多幾個唔同嘅puppet pin 咯，整喐佢咯。因為佢好似即係等於有一個木偶，佢有好多個唔同嘅 layer， 你可以逐點一層一層嘅 movement 嘅 animation 加上去，咁令到最後咧，成隻貓嘅 movement 咧就好有層次，好有唔同，每一個點都係一個 layer 嘅 animation 咁樣咯。咁譬如我今次我就要做呢一個新嘅隻貓個身體嘅呢一個 puppet pin， 咁我又試下咯。即係做到佢好似隻貓喺度呼吸緊咁樣，都係啲好細微少少嘅 animation。好，我哋望下先。嗱，當然如果你唔滿意，你可以入翻去嗰個，當然你可以 undo 啦，又或者你可以入翻個 puppet pin tool 嗰度，即係譬如你可以 expand 翻你頭先嗰個 puppet pin， 跟住然後你可以，當然你可以一嘢 delete 晒所有 keyframes 咁樣。好，我整埋條尾先。條尾嗰個 puppet pin 咧就喺呢度。好，咁又嚟啦，我哋又試下啦。好，撳住 Command 或者 Windows 掣，跟住 record。 好，望下先。都 OK 啊！嗱，之前咧我會用呢個 Puppet Pin 會用嚟做啲咩咧？就係即係譬如咧，你有一個火嘅形狀啦，跟住然後你想做啲火喺度，啲火焰喐嗰啲咧，咁其實咧用 Puppet Pin 嚟做嗰啲類似火焰嘅喐咧係幾好嘅。但我覺得 Puppet Pin 都係用嚟做啲比較細微少少嘅 animation 會好啲咯。好嗱，我講多一樣嘢啫。嗱，但係咧就係咧，當呢個 Puppet Pin 咧有時咧你咬得太勁嘅時候咧，可能會成個公仔咬到爛晒咁樣噶嘛。即係譬如而家咁樣咯。咁原來咧 Puppet Pin 佢呢度咧有一個特別嘅工具。咁其實咧你喺呢個 Puppet Pin Tool 呢度咧，你 hold 耐少少，咁咧你就會見到有一個叫做 Puppet Starch Tool 嘅物體。咁呢個有咩用咧？就係當你用呢個 Puppet Starch Tool 嚟喺呢個圖畫度落一個 dot 咧，咁佢嗰個位咧，佢就會令到佢冇喐得咁勁嘅。嗱，即係譬如我而家喺呢度喺點同點中間落翻啲 starch 嘅 pin 啦。OK， 嗱，咁我哋而家又試下睇下佢喐嘅時候又會唔會喐得㗎？嗱，你見到佢咧，佢係喐得，佢係抑制咗少少佢個 movement， 佢係冇喐得頭。當然，如果你夾硬去到咁樣，咁梗係會爛晒。但係佢比起頭先已經好咗好多，記唔記得啊？咁其實大家都可以試下落少少 starch point， 即係如果佢真係喐得太誇張嘅話，你可以落少少呢個 starch point 咁樣。OK， 咁其實呢個係一個簡單嘅 introduction， 話俾你哋聽。After Effects 有一個工具，原來可以將一個平面好簡單就已經可以 apply 一啲 puppet pin 落去咧，就可以做啲好 subtle 嘅 animation。OK， 咁大家可以試下整隻貓，又或者整喐另外跟呢個 tutorial 嘅兩個木偶嘅公仔啦。OK， so in this tutorial, I'm going to talk about this tool in After Effects called Puppet Pin Tool. So what it does is it can make a regular plain image and then just you can put pins on it called puppet pins, and then you can just make that still image move alive without breaking the images into different layers and then paint it like how you animate the arms and stuff like that. But it depends on the image that you've got and see if it works for the puppet pin tool. Like, for example, in this example, I'm showing this cat. I can put some points on it and make it move. I think it's better suited for like more subtle animations. Okay, so let's start try this exercise out. So together with this tutorial, I have included this cat, and I have also included 2 puppet images that you can try it out. Try the puppet pin tool by yourself. Have a play with it. And then this is another puppet. Okay, so basically where I got this cat is, remember in Photoshop under the custom shapes, there's actually a few animals that you can use it, and there's a dog and there's a rabbit and a snail. So for this exercise I've used the cat. Okay, so I've prepared earlier and I have actually imported that layer of the cat into After Effects. And remember, just import the cat. We don't want to flatten the background with the cat together because we just want to animate the cat. Okay, so let's start this exercise. Okay, so let's go to composition and set up a new composition, and let's call this Puppet Pin. Okay, the preset is HDTV 1080-25. The width is 1920. The height is 1080. Pixel aspect ratio square pixels. Frame rate is 25. Resolution full. Duration, let's have it 10 seconds. And for the background color, let's have it white because our cat is black. Let's click OK. And then we will just drag our cat to our composition. Okay, so let's make it a little bit bigger. Move it down a little bit. Okay, perfect. So, and then you can have a look at your toolbar up here. At the end of the toolbar, you will see this Puppet Pin tool. Okay, so make sure you have highlight this one. Make sure that you are on the Puppet Pin tool. I'll talk about the second one later. Okay, so but now in the meantime, we'll look at Puppet Pin tool first. Okay, so what we have to do now is we will have to apply some pins to this cat, and we will apply the pins on the joint area, points that we wanted to move. Okay, so let's put a dot here, maybe one at the body, and then one at the tail, one in the middle, one at the end, yeah, at the leg, at the arms. Okay, so I've applied a few puppet pins, and if you look closer, you can see that this cat is now become a wireframe. We call this a mesh. So basically what it does is After Effects will split this image into different meshes, and then we can actually move these points. To move our cat or any still images that you applied puppet pins. Okay, so you should have a lot of wireframes on your still image right now. Okay, so try it out and then put some puppet pins onto your cat now. Okay, so once you have applied the puppet pins to the cat, so now it's time to make this cat move. Okay, so you will go back to your timeline. You can see the cat right here, and then you press this small triangle to expand, and you will see effects, expand the effects, and here you will see puppet, expand here, and then you will see mesh 1, expand that as well, and you will see the form. So under the form are all the puppet pins that I have just applied to the cat, and now all you have to do is to use this new method that you can actually treat this cat like a real puppet, and you can use your mouse to move it, and then After Effects will record the movement. Okay, let's try this. So if you're using Mac, the key is the command, and then if you're using PC, it should be the Windows key. Okay, so once you have pressed command key, let's say if I'm using Mac right now, hold the command key, and then once you click on it, you can actually move your cursor in real time, and then After Effects will record your movement in real time as well. So let's try this, okay? And let's go. You can actually see the cursor change to a stopwatch. That means it's recording your movement. Okay, you can see the movement of the cat's head right now. And if you expand the puppet pin layer, you can actually see all the keyframes that it After Effects recorded while your cursor is moving. Okay, and of course, if you don't like this movement, you can always do it again by pressing undo, or you can actually delete all the keyframes. But in the meantime, let's keep it. And so the good thing about animating this way is you can get multi-levels of animation for different tracks. So you can do it one by one. It's like recording a music. You can record it by track. So let's say I have recorded the head layer, and next we can record the body, the puppet pin on the body. So let's try it. So I'll press my command key. I'm using the Mac. If you're using PC, hold the Windows key, and let's go. I want to make it like the cat is like breathing. Okay, let's have a look. Well, I think this puppet pin is better for doing, like I said before, more subtle animations. It's not that I can animate a cat running with the puppet pin, but if you want to make something subtle like breathing or something like that, it will work. So how I usually use puppet pin is like if I want to animate like the shape of like a fire, a flame, you can always find a graphics of a fire burning, right? And you want some subtle movement of the flames, like when it's being blown by the wind. So sometimes I'll just apply some puppet pins on the fire. Okay, so let's animate one more. Let's animate the tail and see how it looks. So the tail, I think the key point is, yes, right here. Okay, I'll hold my key and then let's record this tail. Okay, let's go. The good thing about this is you can always do it again and again, and you can actually practice a little bit more as you move along. Okay, let's try the tail again. Let's try the tail again. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Because sometimes you have to familiarize yourself with the puppet, like a real puppet. So you might do one as a trial, and then the second time is the real thing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that looks good. That looks better actually. Let's zoom out a little bit and have a look. Okay, I'm just going to show you one more trick with the puppet pin. So notice how when I move the puppet pins too much, it will actually really distort the image too much, right? But actually, there's actually another kind of pin that can help with this situation. So when you go back to your puppet pin tool, you hold it, you'll see this thing called Puppet Starch tool. Okay, click on it. And then you can actually apply some starch pins to the body of the cat. And then when these starch points are located, you can actually restrict the movement a little bit of this cat. So now when we switch back to the puppet pin tool, you can see that the movement is actually improved. Like it won't stretch as much in certain areas. So this is actually pretty good, restricting some movements of our puppet. Let's actually re-record the head and see how it looks. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's have a look. Look up. And then move it back down. So you can see now when we're moving the head, the body is not really moving because all these starch pins are restricting the movements. Okay, so have a play with it. You can use the cat to try the puppet pins, or you can use the other two puppets and have a play with this puppet pin tool. Okay, so yeah, or you can go to Google and find other puppets and see, have a go with this puppet pin tool and see how it works. Okay, so I will see you in the next one.